Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Aqueduct Racetrack here on Sunday. It is the 13th of October 2024. Gonna look third race from Aqueduct, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's look at the third from Belmont, the Big A, which is the Knickerbocker Stakes. It's a grade 3 event going for a $175,000 purse race for 3-year-olds and upwards here. We have a field of 7 horses entered, 7 horses in MTO, so 6 will head to the outer turf course at the distance of ground of 1,800 meters, or a mile and eighth here in this year's Knickerbocker. For years, this race was always run at Aqueduct in years ago. Then it was moved to Belmont for the most recent past, and now with the race back with no Belmont racing in the fall the last few years, it's finally back at Aqueduct. When I always think about Knickerbocker Stakes, I always think of late October opening weekend at Aqueduct. You see some good horses running this one. Kind of a local prep race for the Red Smith coming up in about 3 weeks' time. But I'm going to go with the 4-horse Reckoning Force as a top selection. 4162 for me and the superfecta. 4162 super. Top selection, the 4-horse Reckoning Force. This 4-year-old going by Air Force Blue. Brendan Walsh trains. Ira Cancel gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 7th of September, Kentucky Downs, a mile in the Mint-Million Stakes, and the horse finished 4th by 2 1/4 lengths that day. He didn't have the best beginnings, was stupidly wide. He moved a little bit late, but I thought he was the kind of horse that just would have benefited with some more ground. He's going to get it today. He could be farther paced if he wants, or he come from a little bit behind, which isn't half bad here either. I think he can run the good race to get the job done today. He won going away on the 17th of August at Saratoga, mile 3/16 in a good melon turf course, an off 6-2 claimer, winning by a half length that day. He sat back early. He was a little bit wide late, but he gamed it out to the wire. A very good, strong performance for this horse that day. And then the 19th of June at Churchill, mile 16th and optional 80, finishing second by a half length. He was wide. He just couldn't get there late, but he ran his heart out. A definite race improvement off the race 4, which was Louisville at Churchill in the mile and a half, finishing 7th by 10 and a half lengths that day. He just did not show a lot that day. But he's really improved every single race this year, training well turfway. I'm going to give him a shot here on the ticket. I think the 1-horse redistricting for Manny and Chad can win also. This horse ran in the Hollywood Derby most recently last December at Del Mar of the mile furlong, where he didn't finish the race. He lugged down and just lost it at the far turn. What can you do? He just had a quirk that day. He won quite easily here in October, going mile 8th and or mile 16th in a launch race for 100,000, winning by 2 lengths. He broke on top. He stalked. He got the lead. He had a very easy victory that day. First start back since the Belmont Derby over the mile and a quarter of Belmont, where he finished 7th by 7 3/4 lengths that day, and he just never was really comfortable. He was very wide also, but he won his maiden in June of 23 at Belmont quite nicely on the Widener turf course, won by 4 3/4 lengths. Coming here training well at 7-2. Let's use him in the mid-card pick 4. But to recount my selection for the third from Aqueduct, it is the Knickerbocker. Going to take the 4-horse Reckoning Force. Give kudos to the 1-horse redistricting. 4162 super, 4-1 in the multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everyone.